All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view, hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trust issues.
Okay, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it'll be a great one between the Buffalo Bills and our home team. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. And this will be a touch. Back as that sails over the end line.
Black 15! Yo. Hey, here we go.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On 1st and 10, Rivers. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Right, Alpha.
On second down, Eckler. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Hey, team 6. Team 6. Hey, behind.
Rivers on 3rd and 2. Trying to lay one up deep. It's caught inside the 25. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Hey, high 7.
Rivers hands off to Eckler. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
I got you, boy. You. Red Delta! Hey, Foxtrot. 50, Mark 50. Check Mike. Mike's 50.
They'll try to throw here. Rivers. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down.
That's going to be a long day. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Pick the edge. Come. Check 99. Check it on.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
Twisting away. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Allen. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play here for the Bills. 47 yards.
Well, we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up those beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
57. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Switch. Bang, 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 bang.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Don't say nothing. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. He's got double up, double up. Check, 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 check.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Oh, no doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Hey, Delta!
Play fake. Rivers. Complete. It's Henry. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Watch the run! Watch the run! Watch the run! Check 4! Check 4! Run 80! Wait, 89!
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now Eckler. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
180! Keep it skinny! Hey, Delta! Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl! 58 to Mike, 58.
On 2nd and 9. Rivers. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Hunt. Oh, good move. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Hunt. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Allen now on first down. He'll get this one to his tight end. That's Jason Kroom.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
To throw again on second down. Allen, he's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, 79! 79! Go, go!
From the gun, Rivers. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches.
White!
Here's Eckler. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. AFC title game, second quarter action, 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
He's crashing. He's checking.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
380. Red. Hey, exit.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was Teron Johnson that time who had that play covered from the start.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
26,
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. So it sails out of bounds close to midfield, and they'll say actually right at midfield. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Rivers now from the 50. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. A first down throw here for Rivers. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Rivers. And this is going to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, wahoo!
Throwing again. Rivers. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back. Joker, 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 Joker. Go, go, go.
To throw again. Allen.
That's all right. That's all right. That's all right. Check it back. Check it back.
His throw incomplete. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, one more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship.
Let's go. Let's do it.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now Allen throwing again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Check safety, check safety. Kill, kill, kill.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Desmond King picks it. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
180, black 11. White 89.
They'll run here with Eckler, and very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. Orange 5-4. Smooth. 50.
Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Allen. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
On 3rd down, Allen. And he gets it to Funchess complete. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them. That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Throwing again, Rivers on 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Hey, Charlie!
On 3rd down, Rivers. He'll get this to Eckler. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Casey Hayward makes the tackle.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run again with Hunt. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He's at the 50. And they finally are able to take him down at the opposite 47. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now Allen to throw on 3rd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ochena Nwosu able to run him down for a 15-yard loss, and it will be 4th down. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Charger drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Rivers now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 1st down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and now it's 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
I'm here all day. Whip. Watch the whip. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Jam it. Slam. Hey, switch gears. Hey, go on.
Going on the ground with Eckler. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, Haywood.
Operating from the gun, Rivers. And that will be incomplete. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The field position game often so overlooked, but this offense is going to be backed up deep. What an ideal punt.
And now, this stage of the game, when they need the drive to try and put themselves in a position to win it, you talk about going the long field, the very long field. This could be a 99-yard drive if they're able to accomplish it.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Alert.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt.
You ain't going nowhere.
And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
They'll run again with Hunt.
I got you, boy.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Here's Allen. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Now Allen. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Funchess has it complete. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a 1st down due to the previous penalty. The Bills on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Looking right sideline. That's complete. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
On 1st down, Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa, a milestone sack for him as it moves him past Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished his career with 132.5. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Allen. It's caught by Funchess. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And my goodness, another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, go orange. Orange. Hey, ready.
Rivers. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. The handoff, it's Eckler. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. And Zerline's kick is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he's going to score! Oh, my goodness, he returns it all the way.
Brought it all the way
this
back.
Game is tied. Critical extra point up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
That throw into the arms of Allen. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Here's Rivers. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Ready? 180. Left.
On the give, this is Eckler. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, orbit.
He'll look to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. It was Teron Johnson that time who had that play covered from the start. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. If you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
Got a man. It's complete. Williams. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Start. Black 11. 180.
They go back to the ground now with Eckler. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And his kick is right there. It's good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So in an evenly contested AFC title game, that very likely was the kick that'll send them to the Super Bowl.
And that's why you and I are up in the booth. Can't even imagine the pressure he was under right there. I mean, that's a career definer. And he stepped up and calmly put it through the uprights.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward.
Yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah.